The last few trading sessions have been rather wild for Doge. First, there was so much euphoria in capital markets, and more so in crypto markets, and the Doge community around Doge Day. The frenzy caused by Weed Day and the seeming relation to Doge's universally accessible characteristics and the freedom that epitomizes cannabis consumption are not difficult to see. These sorts of trends are what make what could otherwise be regarded as a joke mostly real. In fact, when the Dogecoin frenzy started, it was unimaginable to expect such favorable returns from the currency. Welcome back to another video on Crypto Lion. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on post notifications. We upload videos daily. Dogecoin may be peculiar as a cryptocurrency that was first created as a joke, based on a 2010 meme, but over an insanely short period, it's returned more than the S&P has any given time in 30 years. This is pretty phenomenal for a meme-based cryptocurrency that's taken over the internet and gained popularity across the financial world. For anyone that's been watching, Doge has been up by about 6,500% year to date, and its market cap equally rose to about $50 billion, making it as valuable as more important blue-chip organizations like Ford. Except it's not Ford. It's a cryptocurrency that can best be described as the new kid on the block. It's easy to simply dismiss Doge as the meme-driven craze that's risen well beyond what anyone expected. Even so, there is another story to the cryptocurrency. For sure, Doge is one of the few digital assets to hold for novices or fun investors looking for a decentralized currency to hedge the future against, not least against uncertain inflation as public debt averages 100% of GDP across the globe. Essentially, the expectation of Doge Day, which was April 20th, has agreed with a mission among Dogecoin holders to send the cost of the coin up to $1. Despite the slump, can Dogecoin hit $100? Well, this is something that most crypto experts have been asking for the longest time, and the debate is kind of split. Rather than talk about both sides of the debate, it's better to look at the facts for ourselves. Do Doge's characteristics make it likely to hit $100? Doge's characteristics are pretty easy to decipher. It's a cryptocurrency that does not have a supply cap like Bitcoin. It started as a joke, and the tech is pretty sound. It's equally accepted across a range of retailers and can easily be described as one of the cheapest cryptocurrencies across the world. Let's put this into perspective. When Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum began trading, they were estimated at $419, $3.86, and $11.96 respectively. After much seesawing in capital markets, regulatory change, and investor interest, they started appreciating with their prices hitting about $55,000, $301, and $2,324. This means there is scope for Doge to see its price not only rise towards $1, but breach the $100 mark that is occasionally presented as an outlandish claim across the financial world. For most cryptocurrencies, it's impossible to know the amount of interest they'll generate over time, as the nature, type, and timing of investors are subject to market and sentiment-driven changes. By this, I mean that the nature of the broader market, returns on investment, and the affinity for Doge could change, and its price could easily appreciate, reflecting Bitcoin's rise across the world. What Doge is famous for is not its incredibly cheap price, which in itself is already a plus. I mean, with the pandemic and all, not very many people are looking at cryptos that appear to be incredibly expensive. The most notable resource to Doge is the meme that's not only taken the internet by storm, but equally supported its adoption across a range of countries, websites, and trading platforms. Users on Reddit have taken to making even more memes than Elon Musk, Tesla's boss, can even muster. An example of this trend is equally seen in Bitcoin, where supporters have changed their Twitter profile pictures to incorporate laser beams in their eyes to joke about the currency, while equally marketing it further. Not that Bitcoin needs any further marketing, as it's the largest crypto in the world. This sort of marketing has made Doge trend on Twitter, and its famous dog on the moon has become a mainstay for cryptocurrency watchers. On Doge Day, Elon Musk and several other users used the tweet to say the currency is set to bridge its key support level. Essentially, it was expected that Doge will bridge its key 40 cents level. This didn't happen, but imagine the number of people who use Twitter without investing in cryptocurrencies. This suggests there is a lot of untapped potential. This is pretty incredible if you look at the long-term implications of such marketing. Dogecoin's ascent in comparison to its peers has likewise been upheld by its effective direct posting of Coinbase, the main digital currency trading website, and big-name support via web-based media. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has been a consistent patron of Dogecoin, promoting it as his #1 cryptocurrency. And his posts have on occasion prompted spikes in the price of it. Several studies have been conducted which show that the cryptocurrency has actually benefited from Elon's tweets by driving the price of the currency up and causing a flurry of people to invest in it. The fact that Doge started as a meme is particularly advantageous, and this will eventually come to serve as a comparative advantage over old and new currencies that don't have the same level of market support. For now, Bitcoin and Litecoin are leaders in the crypto world, but the meme-like characteristics of Doge will make it increasingly adopted across capital markets. But what level of demand can get it to the point we're looking for? In order for a currency to rise, there needs to be demand for it. People must obviously be interested in the asset in order to hold it. The worth of an asset is the willingness of people to hold it, and its store of value can only accrue after a lot of people view it as an alternative to cash, or stocks, bonds, and other currencies and equities. But that is kind of the point of digital assets. Now we have to rely on the statistics from the broader market. The number of people who hold cryptocurrencies is perhaps not indicative of Doge holders. But this is set to rise over time, as the number of Doge holders has equally increased. According to Crypto.com, around 106 million people are now using cryptocurrencies around the world. This number seems small at first, but if we think of the fact that 10 years ago cryptocurrencies were virtually unknown, it's something to relish. If you look at the Doge community, you'll see that there are already 1.5 million users. This, of course, doesn't mean that they all are investors, but rather that the community is growing and will certainly cause the price of the currency to rise, as it's still considered cheap in relation to other currencies. So as digital currencies become more commonplace, how are investors likely to approach the market? As outlined before, more and more people are going to trade cryptocurrencies such as Doge as the crypto market grows. Already, Elon Musk has been tweeting about the currency and its price has risen after every tweet. He's even mentioned he would fully support the currency if large holders reduce their holdings of the currency. This is to ensure that there is no hoarding, as we've seen for the likes of Bitcoin. Finally, there seems to be a persistent pattern in Doge that will definitely serve the currency over the long run. Some consider Doge to be a penny stock, but penny stocks don't boast the large number of holders that Doge has. Yes, over the years, institutional investors have pummeled such stocks in comparison to the likes of the FANGs, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, at least from the perspective of the share price. While penny stocks are well known for their pump and dump characteristics, none of them have arrived close to the $50 mark, and the exchanging volume for Dogecoin is higher than those currencies. This already shows that it doesn't display the characteristics that are visible in penny stocks. Furthermore, the difference between Doge and other penny stock is the community that is tech-savvy and sees it as an alternative to cash. This is enough to get the currency to $100 based on demand-supply patterns. For the currency to get to $100, the number of issuances will have to reduce significantly, while its meme-based advertising will do the opposite. It will rise precipitously and continue to gain market share over the likes of Bitcoin as it emerges as credible. Not only have penny stocks become an anchor for financial markets, but some of them have also been traded to the point where trading websites have had to halt trading. The Dogecoin rally could wind up being a bubble, but it's difficult to see how a currency trading under $1 can be considered a bubble. What does that mean for Bitcoin, that's trading at the price of a mortgage? I mean, $50,000 can allow you to buy a house and begin paying it off like the rest of America's middle class. In addition to this, images are here to stay, and memes are the most loved parts of pictures on the internet, ranging from Wall Street bets to that of informal investors' favor. The millennial age is enough reason for Doge to hit $100. Their unorthodox ways and their preference for technically driven changes are at the forefront of developments in crypto markets. These reasons and the price of Doge are enough reasons to create new investors and usually allow traditional investors to join in on a fun community that's taking the internet by storm. Doge will definitely have ups and downs, but it's clear that the meme-based currency is here to stay. The conditions that will enable it to rise to $100 are going to emerge over the years as the number of users rises, the number and frequency of issuances fall, and the greater acceptance of Doge as a mode of payment is further democratized across the United States and other countries across the world. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider leaving a like on this video, maybe sharing it with your friends, subscribing to the channel, and turning on post notifications. We upload videos daily, and that will allow us to notify you as soon as a new video is up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. Good luck and happy investing.
perfect. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect.